Hello, I'm Jenny and I'm happy to talk today about the wonderful substance known as Plasterite selenite. This is a very new and interesting method of creating positive life force energy, in other words prana, ki or chi. It's similar to the earlier orgonite from resin, but is much simpler to make, inexpensive and non-toxic, so that even children can make it, and they certainly enjoy doing it. It was discovered, or let's say rediscovered, in about 2009, and so is only quite recent, but interest in it is growing rapidly. A similar substance was used in the pyramids. It uses all natural ingredients: plaster, otherwise gypsum, water with crystals in it, or you can use crystals, also natural salt and sand. These are all crystalline substances, so in fact what we're making is a large crystal. We can use other ingredients too, but they're not necessary. Ingredients such as essential oils, natural earth or essences, but as I say, not necessary. It has wonderful powers. It's wonderful for home and health healing, and also for healing the environment. In this regard, we use it a lot for healing the dangers that happen due to geoengineering, otherwise known as chemtrails. It disperses these and turns them into the wispy clouds known as sylphs. And it really seems as though the nature or universe has provided a natural answer to an unnatural situation. So we'll continue with showing you how to make Plasterite selenite in this video. These are the main ingredients for making Plasterite selenite. Plaster of Paris in this case, but any sort of plaster or gypsum is fine. Good quality beach sand. Quartz sand is very good. This is local beach sand. This is water that has crystals in it. The crystals are left in the water for several hours in the sun and take on the energy, so it's a very economical way because you don't lose your crystals. And the last one is Himalayan salt or any other natural salt. This is an example of one of the extras that are nice but not necessary: essential oils. Today we're working on 2 litre quantities, which is quite a small amount. I have 2 litres of water here into the bucket. I use about 1 teaspoonful of salt per litre, so there's 2 teaspoonfuls dissolved in the water here. And I'm adding in a couple of drops of ylang ylang essential oil, just because it gives it a lovely smell. Stir in the plaster quite gently. Let it sit for a couple of seconds, during which time I'll oil the moulds. A little drop into each. It's really important when you're doing it to have your intention for good in your head and to think about it. This is what gives the Plasterite selenite its power. I'm thinking of the greatest good of all: divine light, unconditional love, blue skies, or an end to chemtrails. But you can put whatever else you want into it. Now stir in the sand. With this plaster it sets very quickly, so it's important to pour it as quickly as possible. You can see how very simple it is. This particular type of plaster is called fine casting plaster, and it sets really, really quickly, which is, in one way it's an advantage, in another way it's a disadvantage. So only 5 or 10 minutes have passed since we poured it, and some of these are actually ready to unmold. Small pieces, like the small hearts we pour, are usually ready to unmold in 5 to 10 minutes. These take a little bit longer, but we might just chance it and see how it goes. Quite bigger ones, you'd leave them for maybe an hour, and then we make some very big shapes, and it's as well to leave them overnight. So will I try this? Fingers crossed. Success. These are the two pieces I've just poured, not very long out of their molds and still feeling warm to the touch, because as they're curing they get quite warm, but later on they get really, really cold. Just an example here of different shapes that one can make. But the sky's the limit really. You can use whatever sort of molds you like. We call this an obelisk. This is a really, obviously a big one. A nice dome shape. This is using a bought mold with tea lights and shells. Shells go very well into Plasterite. This is one that has been made quite a long while ago. As they get older, they toughen up and get lighter, and it's nice to get gifts from people from other parts of the world. These are some examples that people have given me. So I really hope you've enjoyed this little video, and it's inspiring you to do it for yourselves. You can see how simple, easy and quick it is to make, and if you do, please let me know. And if you want further information, go to the website called orgoniteplus.freeforums.org, or on Facebook, Orgonite from Plaster. Okay.